Morning, everyone. Welcome to Physical Education and Health. So we are already at our 13th week. So for week 13, our topic is about barriers to physical fitness. So the objectives for this week is to name the different barriers to physical fitness and also identify solutions that can minimize or eliminate these barriers. So once again, this PowerPoint presentation was prepared by Sir Jemuel Anthony Oversia. So before proceeding to our discussion that is stated in your handouts for PDFs, I will just present to you a video that I have searched in YouTube. So let's watch this video, and then right after that, we will proceed to our discussion.
You guys will have an opportunity to discuss your own personal barriers that you've had to physical activity. So some personal barriers that people might encounter, not enough time, right? You take a look at your schedule, you're working, you're going to school, you might be doing sports, you might be working a second job, all sorts of different things that lead up to the time. Maybe it's inconvenient, okay? Maybe you don't have a gym nearby, maybe you don't belong to a gym, maybe you don't have a gym set up at your home. Maybe you just lack motivation, right? You just don't want to do it. You're feeling lazy that day. Maybe you don't enjoy it. Maybe you find it uncomfortable. It hurts. It's just not your jam. You just don't want to do it. Maybe you're bored with what you're currently doing. Maybe you lack confidence, right? It's something new. You don't want to try it because you feel like you're going to fail. You might fear that you're going to be injured, or you were injured in the past and you don't want to repeat that injury again. Or you've got a lack of self-management skills. Maybe you can't manage your time very well when you do actually go and work out, and you feel like it's haphazard and kind of all over the place and doesn't make sense, and you're not seeing the benefits. Maybe you have a lack of encouragement. You don't have anyone in your life that's motivating you to get it done. Maybe there's a lack of support or companionship. Or maybe there just isn't a good, adequate place for you to move your body, right? There isn't anything outside in terms of like parks, sidewalks, bicycle trails, or walking paths. So some of you might have encountered some of these personal barriers. Most people, though, report that their top 3 barriers are time, energy, and motivation. So we spent time at the beginning of the trimester carving out what does that time look like in your schedule? Where can you fit that in? Currently, right now, under COVID quarantine, I'm sure you guys have a lot more time to work out. However, you may lack the energy to work out because doing all this distance learning and being at home can be kind of depressing at times. And so maybe you lack energy to do it, and then you lack the motivation to do it. Other barriers that are outside of maybe personal barriers is the cost, okay? And the facilities. Maybe you don't have the money to buy the equipment for you to be able to do something. Maybe you don't have access to facilities that have the training requirements that you need. Right now under COVID, we can't go to the gym, so we have to rely on virtual gyms. Maybe you are experiencing illness or injury, or someone in your life is ill that you have to take care of. Maybe transportation is an issue, being able to get to a place. Maybe you have a significant other in your life that consumes a lot of your time and doesn't allow you to exercise. Maybe you don't have the skills to do it or try something new. There's some safety considerations that, especially if you're going to try a new sport, maybe you have to take care of siblings at home, and that kind of runs into your extra time. Maybe it's just you don't like change. Change is really hard and people don't want to change and try something new. Or maybe any type of program that you've tried has just been unsuitable for you and has not been a good match. So last one, environmental barriers. So anything in our environment that we live that has a good influence on our level of physical activity. So we talked about before, maybe you don't have access to good walking paths, biking trails, or recreation facilities. Maybe you live on a busy road and there's a lot of traffic. Maybe there isn't public transportation to get you someplace. Maybe there's a lot of crime or pollution. And maybe there just isn't the support at home for you to get out and be physically active. Maybe there isn't a lot of community spirit. And you can flip these around too. If you have good access to these, if you have low traffic, good public transportation, low crime, low pollution, good social environment and great community spirit, you might then be more apt to be physically active in your community. So some suggestions for overcoming some of these barriers. So if lack of skill was one of yours, select an activity that doesn't need a lot of skill, such as walking, climbing stairs, or jogging. Exercise maybe with a friend who is at the same skill level as you are, or maybe they're willing to be a teacher of you. Maybe they're a little bit above you and they can take you under their wing and teach you how to do it. Or maybe take a class, a beginner class, to help you develop some new skills. If you have lack of resources, so that would be something, maybe you don't have the equipment or access to a gym. So select activities that just require minimal equipment, such as walking, jogging, jumping ropes, using body weight exercises, all those kinds of things. And then you can identify inexpensive, convenient resources that are available to you. Community ag programs are usually really inexpensive, park and recreation programs, and sometimes your job might offer places that you can work out in as well. I know the school offers the gym on site when we're in session. So that's always an option for athletes and non-athletes. Oops. Weather conditions is another one. So a lot of times we live in Minnesota. Sometimes it's really, really cold. Sometimes it's really, really hot. And the mixtures in between. So you can maybe develop a set of activities that are always available regardless of the weather. So maybe you do stuff indoors, right? You could cycle indoors. You could do any type of swimming, stair climbing, jump roping, mall walking, dancing, running around the gym. All of those are indoor activities. If you do outdoor activities, do so on ones that depend on the season. So in the wintertime, maybe you're getting out there and you're sledding and snowshoeing and cross-country skiing and ice skating. In the summertime, you're enjoying outdoor activities such as swimming and tennis and pickleball. Those are all kind of considered bonus or extra activities to get you out. And lastly, stock up on some gear if that's an option for you. So wearing the right gear during those implements will make it more enjoyable because you still feel like you're getting out. So investing in a good pair of winter boots, some pants that are a little bit thicker and lined, a jacket that is really adaptable to warm weather and cool weather, a good set of rain gear if you want to go out, an umbrella, all of those things will help you get out in some of these conditions. Family involvement. So this is a good one where you can start exercising with your family, and your family can be a significant source of motivation to get you out. So if you have to watch your children all the time, or your little brothers and sisters, maybe do something fun that you all can get your bodies moving, right? Play games together, shoot hoops in the driveway, play tennis, go for a bike ride. Do chores together, even mowing the lawn, gardening, all of those kinds of things still get your body moving. And that is about it. So you guys are going to spend some time listing some barriers to physical activity that you have experienced and what you've kind of maybe done to get over it, or maybe what you should do. And then others are going to come in and give you guys suggestions on what you can do to overcome them. So don't let any of these barriers get in your way, and make sure that you always keep your body moving.
So let's proceed back to our discussion. So for week 13 again, barriers to physical fitness. So maganda yung diniscuss kanina sa video. So kung kayo ba, na-experience nyo ba yung nag-exercise kayo tapos bigla na lang kayong tinamad or bigla na lang nahinto yung pag-exercise nyo? Bakit kaya? So ano kaya yung mga barriers or ano yung dahilan kung bakit kayo natigil sa physical fitness na you were doing, or this typical activity that you were doing? So now we will discuss such barriers na nangyari, bakit natitigil. So we have here, I don't have enough time to exercise. So madalas yan mga excuses natin. So wala, of course, we don't have time to exercise. We are too busy with our schedule. So that's why one of the barriers is we don't have enough time to exercise. So how could you have ample time to exercise. So first technique, squeeze in short walks throughout the day. So hindi na masama yung magkaroon ka ng konting lakad mode, kumbaga yung sinasabi nila, para lang magka-exercise ka. Also, you need to get up earlier. So sabi nga nila, if you think na you could, kung kaya mo namang gumising ng maaga, so you can squeeze uh, or you can squeeze yung paggising mo ng maaga para magkaroon ka ng time para mag-exercise. And another one is ride less, walk more. So if you are going to in a particular place that is just a walking distance, so just walk and then instead of riding or mag-commute. So benefits ito is you could save money as well, and also you could burn calories and also revamp your rituals. So if you had a lazy weekend or long vacation, so try to add an activity such as recreational activities to your weekend or your long vacation. It could be biking, hiking, playing sports with friends, and so on and so forth. So another one or the second barrier is I think exercise is boring. So sino dito yung akala nila na boring ang exercise? Ako, physically speaking, or personally speaking, sorry, noon nag-exercise ako, but yun nga, siguro one of the barriers is wala nga talaga akong time, and of course, I have to focus on some more priorities in my life. Although I know health is a priority, so that's why imbes na nag-engage ako sa exercise, I do a lot of physical activities kasi bilang isang guro and of course personally speaking, I'm also a mother, so napakarami kong physical activities when it comes to handling my family and personal house chores, and also handling my children. So, magiging dalawa na kasi yung anak ko. I have a uh, upcoming baby. So, very important sa akin yung exercise. That's why I do a lot of physical activities such as walking, doing house chores, and so on and so forth. So that is why even though I know that sometimes bored ako and I can't exercise, I think about my health and also my fitness and my situation. So how could I choose, or how could I not think of being exercise as a boring part activity? So choose activities that you enjoy. So ano ba yung mga activities na mas enjoy ka? Kunyari, mas enjoy kang nagbabike. So that is one of a physical activity. So also vary routine. So mag-rotate ka lang. And also join forces. So ito yung may sinasabi tayong mga gym body, and also explore new options. So that is for our second barrier. Our third barrier is I'm self-conscious about how I look. So for this one, syempre nahihiya kasi parang feeling mo, lalo na dun sa mga medyo overweight, nahihiya dahil baka kung anong sabihin ng iba, especially pag nakikita mag-exercise. So, don't get down on yourself. Remind yourself that you're improving your cardiovascular health and focus on how much stronger you feel after a workout. So, avoid the crowd and also focus on the future. Yun ang mapapayo ko. The next one is, I'm too tired to exercise after work. So, kung pagod na pagod ka sa trabaho, try a morning dose of exercise. So that's why you need to get up early and also make lunchtime count. So if you're going to take lunch, make sure that you're just going to walk to a restaurant or to a particular fast food chain also, and be prepared. So make sure you have comfortable shoes and loose fitting clothes for exercising. Take them with you to the mall or when you travel. The fifth barrier that we have is I'm too lazy to exercise. So remember, mind over matter. So, iniisip mo lang yan, nasa isip mo lang yung katamaran na parang hindi ko kayang bumangon ngayon or hindi ko kayang mag-exercise ngayon. Remember, always think about the thought of mind over matter. When you think about that you can do it and you are able to do it, so then you can act it up and then you will be able to finish your goals for the day, such as uh, the morning routine or the exercise that you've been planning of. So set realistic expectations and goals for this one, and also work with your nature, not against it. And also schedule exercise as you would be schedule an important appointment. So remember, exercise is an important appointment because it is a physical activity as well and a commitment to yourself. The sixth barrier is not I'm not athletic enough. So if we actually kung hindi naman kailangan na parang brusko ka or mukha kang atleta or athletic type of person ka. What important is you need to be very active. So just keep it simple. So give your body a chance to get used to the increased activity and start slowly, not big steps. And find company. So yun nga, mas maganda na may kasama kang nag-exercise. And also, forget the competition. Hayaan mo yung mga ibang 2 weeks pa lang ganito na, 3 weeks pa lang nag-improve na. No, don't compare yourself and don't compete with others. What important is your progress and of course, your mental and physical health being. So the seventh barrier is afraid to exercise in the past and failed. So wag kang sumuko. If you failed in the past, hindi pa huli ang lahat, okay? So reevaluate what went wrong and learn from your mistakes. Although you can't always see the visible changes when you lower your risk, high blood pressure, or so on and so forth, you can make a positive impact in your health through regular exercise. So pace yourself, set realistic goals, and remember, why are you exercising? So another barrier is I can't afford health club fees. So hindi siya excuse kasi hindi mo naman kailangan ng gym membership para maging physically fit or physically active. Remember, there are so many ways, so many alternatives you can do at home or just through a work. Actually, kahit yung araw-araw ng mga activities, it is a form of physical activity. So we have here, do strengthening exercises at home, start a walking group, take the stairs, and try your community center. So you don't need to be a member of the gym para masabi mong yung excuses mo na hindi ako maka-exercise ganito ganyan, I can't afford it, sirado yung gym, and so on and so forth. No, remember, it is mind over matter. If you can do it, you can be able to do it talaga. And for another barrier is, I'm afraid I'll hurt myself if I exercise. It's a big no-no. Hindi mo may injure ang sarili mo. Just start with simple activities such as walking and take it slowly. So we have here, take it slowly, try an exercise class for beginners and get professional help. So if you think that you are constantly improving with your exercise and you want to level up or gusto mo pang mas ma-involve sa more strenuous exercise and physical activities. So that is the time where you should get professional help or get fitness tutorial from a certified expert who can monitor your movements and point you to the right direction. If you've had a previous injury or you have a medical condition, you may want to consult your doctor and exercise therapist for helping designing a fitness program appropriate for you. And our 10th barrier is my family doesn't support my efforts. So don't mind any other people, kahit pamilya mo pa yan, if they don't appreciate your efforts, learn to appreciate your own efforts because remember, you're doing this for yourself, not for anyone else or anybody else. It is for your own good. It is for your own physical and mental health. So get family members moving. Kung sa tingin mo hindi ka nila na-appreciate, then you must inspire them and also take them with you pag nag-exercise ka. Also, propose a new adventure. So instead of suggesting a workout at a gym, invite a friend or family members to go bicycle or river swimming for the weekend. And if necessary, have to heart talk with your loved ones. If they don't share your fitness ambition, ask them to at least respect your desire to get fit. So, yan. So, for week 13 activity, we have here, watch the video. So, we have here our link, and after watching the video, write a word reaction paper by answering the following questions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 questions that you should answer, and you should put in your reaction paper. So once again, we have discussed for week 13 the different barriers to physical fitness, and we had also identified the solutions that can minimize or eliminate these barriers. So thank you once again, Sir Jamwell, for this week 13 PowerPoint presentation for physical health and education. So see you once again, everyone, to week 14. Thank you and God bless.